I'm gonna go ahead and jump on in. I appreciate you hanging out with us on Plastics Wind Down Wednesday. And before I jump into all my questions, of course, I gotta, show you some love and all that stuff like that real quick. But I have to do it. I have to do it. But listen, just to get to the point, your journey has really been very reminiscent of another strong Louisiana-born entrepreneur. That also created opportunities within the beauty market space. The beloved Madam C.J. Walker provided a blueprint that I do feel that you have mastered and redesigned for the modern day customer. So the ability to provide that much needed service while, giving someone food for thought and inspiration seems to be a huge key towards long-term success. So I'm very honored to be able to continue adjusting your crown, as well as to receive some more jewels of wisdom for you this evening.
Oh, I appreciate that. That was so sweet. Thank you.
Good stuff. All right, let's get on down to the questions here, because I'm sure it's a lot of people that want to hear some things. So, all right, now you got a big, robust line of products with your company, Kaleidoscope, but you were initially, known for the miracle hair drops. Can you talk about what inspired you to create this type of product? And, what did you see out there that made you feel like there was a need in the marketplace for your services?
Well, for me, I'm the type of person that tries to go left when everybody's going right. So at the time, there weren't a million hair drops out there like there are now. So I was just trying to tap into the hair product marketplace, but with it being something that wasn't overly saturated. I wanted to kind of make my buzz and make my mark with something. I'm not going to say necessarily innovative, because they might have had something out there, but I wanted to try to make a wave with something different.
Got you. I got you. Okay. Now, what are some of your top products outside of the hair drops? Because you got lines for men, women, unisex, everything over. So
our hair drops are our hero, but we have 3 different kind now. Directly behind it would have to be our Miracle Edges, which has the hair drops in them. It's an edge control with a hair growth product in it. I think our hair drops is a hero product because it's so open. It's for men and women. It's for all all hair types. It's for the hair enthusiast as well as the girl that doesn't care about her hair too much until it fall out. So
I got you. All right. Now, if anybody, and I'm sure everybody in the chat has at some point, has visited your platforms or your websites, they will see beautiful, vibrant colors, entertaining videos, I should say, that really highlight the numerous products that you have, as well as the beautiful CEO and figurehead we know you to be. So the level of detail that you put out there is very impressive. Have you always been able to come up with these amazing branding concepts? Do you have a big board of ideas that you kind of work from?
I actually have this ongoing note in my iPhone. Like, it's something to where some stuff I've had in there for a couple of years, some stuff we check off, some stuff we have not reached a place to be able to do that because it's the right time for everything. So my mind does this thing where it just is it's kind of like a hamster on a wheel. It just never stops. It's just going and going and going. So I am blessed to be strong in the area of creativity and ideas and ideation, but I'm also educated enough to know to hire outside of what I'm not good at. So as far as ideas, I don't think I can run out of them.
All right, nice. And we hope that you don't. We hope that you don't. So I saw a video on one of your platforms where you were speaking about people taking that first step and, and just getting started. You were very passionate about it. What's some of the best advice you can give someone who's having issues at the launch pad of their dreams?
Not to be scared. My success came from me going with my craziest idea. My success came from me actually going with my move and what was placed in my head that nobody understood. My success came from going against what everybody said that I couldn't do. So not to be scared. Whatever it is that you prayed about and God has put that idea in your head, whatever it is that's connected to the purpose of your life, as long as you pursue that, you're going to be fine. Jumping over that hurdle of fear of looking stupid or failure, when we all fail. We all take losses, and the more losses you take, the more wins you actually have. So
All right, nice, nice. Now you have a big, thriving business, and of course, a beautiful family. How are you balancing managing that empire, that day-to-day life, dealing with the loved ones, especially in the COVID social distancing era that we've basically dealing with right now?
Well, I can't necessarily say I'm good with balance. I have not 100% got a handle on that. People will often tell me I'm too busy. Especially moving to Atlanta from my hometown. I try to make it home as much as I can, but because of COVID and COVID restrictions, and my mom's older, and you just don't want to you don't want to take the chance of bringing any of that around, people that are older. It's just, I haven't yet. Just being very transparent, I haven't. And then I don't, even when I'm on vacation, I like to do what I do. Like
So
I
you
was
enjoy
telling,
your work?
right. I was telling somebody yesterday, I could be at the spa on the massage table and I cannot relax no matter how soothing it is. It's not that I'm tense, it's just that my mind, now that I'm at a standstill, my mind has a million things that I forgot to do or a million things that I now need to write down. So it's just I'm good with the moving part of it. Just keeping, just keep on moving, keep on moving.
Okay. Now, success is, and you've had a lot of it, can really be defined in a lot of different ways. For you, how do you define success in terms of business and life?
Freedom. The freedom to be able to do whatever the hell you want to do. And what I mean by that is if 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 you want to be able to bless a million different people with opportunity, you can. If you want to not get up and go to hella work, if you want to decide to take a month off, freedom. And that's time, that's everything. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people feel like success is all the way tied to money. You can have all the money in the world, you can have all the rest of this in the world and still be miserable and still not be able to do all the things that you want to do. But once you honestly become free to do whatever it is you want to do, and that's getting over the fear of yourself sometimes as well. Once you get over all of that, I think that's when you're truly free. I think that's when you're truly successful, when you're free.
Fantastic. I love that. I love everything about that. We're just going to let that sit for about 2 seconds because that was just a word right there. All right, moving forward. What are some of the new developments that you've got going on or will be happening with Kaleidoscope? You have some special things planned, especially for the holidays?
We will be launching our unicorn line pretty soon. I really wanted to dedicate December to giving, so that's why I've kind of shut down the website for a period of time and just made my initiatives on social just more about giving. But once I do get it back active, we're gonna talk about our new product lines, and then in moving forward in 2021, we have quite a few things that we're gonna be doing.
Okay. Okay. Now you've already established, your brand within the culture. Where do you see your company in the next 5 to 10 years? What's your vision, for what you're doing in this vertical? Because you've already shaken things up. So what's some of your plans for the future, Judy?
For me, my goals in the next 4 years, actually, I want to be in the top 5 hair product lines. And that takes a little bit of work. I also want to be able to be not only respected in the demographic that I'm in, but to be respected in the whole hair market. I would like to be able to have an opportunity to have a choice to be able to grow in whichever direction I want to, whether that's just all kind of different things. I'm just not going to speak on it because I'm going to let it happen. But yeah, just growth.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, can you explain, especially to all of the people in the chat who look up to you, who have businesses, who are looking to have businesses, things like that? Can you explain how important it is to have a solid support system as an entrepreneur and just overall?
I can. I would say this though. I would say me, myself, the company that I have right now, I could not do it without a team. But I would say to all of those starting and to all of those that have the smaller businesses that you cannot wait for people to support you. You cannot be upset when you have this person that you love so much that's not doing what you want to do. You still have to press forward what you're doing. But when you do get to a part to where you can't do it by yourself, you have to be okay with letting go some of the responsibilities that used to be your day to day and you have to learn how to delegate things out, because no one person can do anything. And the more you can grow your team, the more you can grow your business. But do not let the lack of you having a team in the beginning stop you from actually doing it.
Okay. All right. Now, here's one we all pretty much have had to deal with. How have you had to adapt, to the restrictions that we're facing due to COVID? Like, what are some of the things you've learned about yourself during this very different pocket of time?
Being very transparent, and it's kind of, I try not to touch on this too much because you don't want to be boastful in a time like this, but COVID actually made me look into my business, and it made me cut down on excess fat. So I was able to streamline by cutting down a lot of stuff that was unnecessary, which limited my expenses, but then it increased my revenue. So we made more than we ever made this year, but it cost us less to make it. So it just made me put more eyes on. I was moving so fast and doing so many different things, a lot of stuff I didn't see. But when COVID happened and we cut this, we cut that, we cut this as a precaution, in the beginning before things just went skyrocket. And then we realized that we didn't need this. We didn't need that. We actually need this. We need a director of marketing. We didn't need these 5 different people doing this. So now that we have a better system and a better structure, I am completely thankful for, because I'm able to operate at a bigger capacity using less people, but more executives, and then doing it from the bed. So I can't complain.
Very nice, very nice. So you found a way to streamline your business
Mm-hmm.
in the midst of a crisis. Very smart.
Yeah.
Another way in which you're going against the grain and continuing to survive. I respect that. All right. Now, before we get to any questions in the chat, before someone considers building a brand, what's some of the things that they should keep at the forefront based upon your years of experience and all of the challenges that obstacles you've been able to overcome?
Nothing happens overnight. Don't look at what everybody else is doing and compare yourself to that, because it will always either make you making the wrong decision, it will always discourage you, or it will just have you misguided, because you can look at somebody and feel like you're in front of them, but they could be 10 feet in front of you in 2 minutes. So never compare yourself to anybody else. Don't let social media or how things look on social media discourage you. Go after what you want. Be very educated on what you want to do. Do as much research as you can before you jump into something that you don't know nothing about, because you can be doing amazing business and not understanding the finance part of it. And when you get to your bottom line, you thinking, oh, I made $1 million in this shit, but you spent 1.2 to do it, not even knowing. So